Okay, Mish. So this here is the problem that you sent me. And I guess these were your two variables that you had to solve for and that you were only given this. Okay, when you have a 30-60 triangle, the rule is that let the hypotenuse, you know what the hypotenuse, that's your longest side, let it be H, right? And then to know how to solve for each the two other sides, you have to know that across from the 30 degree is your shortest side. And if that's your shortest side, then to solve for that, it will be the value of your hypotenuse, which is H, divided by 2. And then for your long side, not your longest side, but your long side, it's across from the 60 degree, which to solve it will be the square root of 3 divided by 2 times H, or H over 2 times the square root of 3, or your short side times the square root of 3. So if you solve for your short side, all you have to do is multiply that times the square root of 3, and that's your long side. But just stick with the square root of 3 over 2 times H. Alright, that being said, move on. Okay, so to solve for your hypotenuse, knowing that your short side, because it's across from 30, so because this is across from 30, this is your short side. Knowing that is your short side, how would you find your hypotenuse? What would you do? You would multiply your short side by 2, right? Because if you think about it, what divided by 2 equals 2? And it's 4. So y would equal 4. Easy enough. Okay, so since that is your short side, this will be your long side, which to solve for it, it will be the square root of 3. Easy? The square root of 3 over 2 times H. Now, what do you know? You know your H now, which is Y. So, you know your Y. Huh?
4 by Y.
Oh. So, what you do is you have square root of 3 over 2 times 4. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. So that's your answer. You can't break that radical, you simplify that radical anymore, because there's no number that can be broken down to make this number smaller. So 3 is a prime number. And so you have, your long side is 2 square root of 3. Your short side, you already knew that was 2. And then we found your long side, which is 4. Now, I hope that helps. You want to do, I could do one more, so we'll see if you got it. Let's see. Okay, so let's say you have a triangle, you have a 30, 60, 90 triangle like we just did. 90. And let's make this side 30 and this 60. It's drawn a little different from your other one, but you solve it the same way. So let's say that you're given your length of your hypotenuse, which is 12. How would you solve for X and Y? So first, you have to find out what side is what. So which side is your short side? Is Y your short side, or is X your short side? Yes, Y is your short side. Good answer. Because it's across from the 30. Good job. So what do you do to solve for your short side? Well, what you do is you divide the value of your hypotenuse by 2. And 12 divided by 2 is what? Good answer. 12 divided by 2 is 6. And so now you have your long side, because that's all that's left. So what do? Yep, the square root of 3 over 2 times your hypotenuse. Oops, excuse, it's running all together, but you see, square root of 3 divided by 2 times 12. So what is 12 divided by 2? 6. So that's your final answer. So now you have your long side, short side, and you already was given that. And that's all you do. I don't know what that little chart thing was. On the side, but I'm thinking that I guess your teacher wanted you to put in like the value of the side that was across from it. So like on this one, it would just be the 6, and then this would be the 6 square root of 3, and then that would be, of course, 12. So I'm thinking that's what she wanted you to do, but I don't know what that graph was. So hopefully this helps. All right.